looks like we are live. Got my chat back. That's great. See if I can minimize hers. Come on. Why can't I just really pop out the chat? Why can't I just really pop out the chat, Twitch? Why won't you let me be? Why won't you let me be? In any event, it's neither here nor there. Let's do our usual house cleaning and we can get right into this. Alright. Go ahead and plug this a few times and should be able to get people around. Anyone that made it here early, thank you for doing so. Appreciate you showing up and showing support. Let's go ahead and get our stream shared. Let's go ahead and start getting these tags in. Okay. Additionally, I've been told that I should start plugging this into Discord, so let's go ahead and plug this into the Discord. Where is the ARC Discord? Okay, where's the ARC Discord? Oh, it's so low. Okay, did go ahead and plug everything that I need to plug here. I don't think I need to send this stuff to anyone else. I think it's fine if I just have this small amount of information passed around here. Go ahead and check chat real quick. Okay, we got some people here. Pleasure to see you guys again. How is your evening going? I might change up the jazz for next stream. It'll still be, you know, something slow, but I'm not sure what exactly I'll pick in terms of music as yet. So today I have 6 replays for you guys to enjoy. A lot of them are wins, unfortunately. I do have some other live replays as well that I might want to upload and share with you guys. We'll see if I can get that done in the meantime. But yeah, before we do that, I just want to recap our community team. I'll be making the PokePay stuff this soon, and I am also working on getting this put together so that we can have a rental for this. But yeah, just taking a look at it. This is our main mode. our fake out plus trick room mode here for speed control. Then we can start playing around with Tinkaton. I know that there are some people looking for proof of concept that this team actually works, so I did provide videos of this, and I did also provide the one loss that I got against another like really good VGC player. I wasn't paying attention. It was like, I don't know, 1 in the morning. We had just finished this stream, was a bit gassed, so I didn't play as well as I should have, and I think that that's a good reason for us to be looking at that replay there. But people are here for a surprise. Hello, Kalius. How's it going, Shrew? But yeah, people are here for a surprise. And that surprise is, I have a capture card. I do be that boy that has a capture card. Please tell me this works. Okay. And with that capture card comes the ability to record some matches and then down the line be able to live stream some matches. This is the one loss that I got for the day. This is my first match back since, let me just see. This is my first match back since the community stream. That was the last time I played Pokemon. So, roughly a week, no play. I wasn't really focused when playing this game. I wasn't paying full attention. Additionally, I had just made some changes to my Dondozo, and irresponsibly enough, I didn't bother to play any matches on the Showdown ladder or play any matches elsewhere to like really get a feel for how that one change that I made, that change being that I changed it to Terra Steel, would have affected things. Maybe some other time I can give you guys a rundown on this team here. If you guys are interested in that, let me know and I'll let you know how this team is supposed to work here. But yeah, I want to get into this match. As you can see, I locked in my Arcanine plus Weavile lead here. The plan was basically to go ahead, get a fake out, and then Snarl or Heat Wave something, get some chip. Or if I did really see like he had an obvious physical attacker there, say a Meowscarada or a Dragapult. Dragapult's usually physical at the moment. I could get the Will-O-Wisp off into it. That was my honest thought process going into this matchup. I kind of feel like I could have gotten a good amount of mileage out of the Among Us Arcanine lead as well. It would have allowed me to spore multiple threats that were on the board here. It would have given me a better matchup going into the giving me a better matchup going into Rotom. And since I can take a hit or two from the Arcanine, as long as it's not safety goggles, I can put it to sleep. Not to mention that Among Us does fairly well versus Meowscarada, depending on what the set is anyway. At this point, I'm kind of just rambling on, so let's go ahead and just pull up the replay here. Start it. I did lock in. He took his time. He was kind of just checking to see what I would do. Makes sense. Oh no, Terra Blissey, whatever will I do? Are you playing Stru? Like, are you going up against somebody and that's what you ran into? Or are you just like making fun of me? Okay. I can probably speed this up a bit. I think regular playback's not good enough. Okay. So I'll go turn by turn. And what I'll do to save us some time is I'll just review things. So this is turn 0. Right? Contrary to popular belief, this is turn 0. This is kind of reaping the rewards of your lead positioning. Let's talk about this for a second here. I'm in a really good position. I have Snarl, I have Heat Wave to pressure this guy, I have Fake Out, he can't block my Fake Out from happening. I have Ice Spinner for the Meowscarada. There's a lot of things here that can really swing the tide of the match. If I were playing in a focused environment, I would have ignored the Meowscarada and did something immediately to the Sylveon. The board is weirdly placed, as odd as me saying that might sound. So what I mean by that is Sylveon can beat my Weavile, but that's about it. Arcanine's in an extremely good spot. He doesn't have to move any at all. He needs to do something to get rid of this Arcanine's board positioning. Or else basically I can kind of just bowl him over with snarls and heat waves and just do consistent amounts of chip damage here. Let's get into turn 1 here. He has access to Hyper Voice. It's about the only move that I'm concerned about. He could be Throat Spray, he could be Specs. We'll determine what that is later. And he also has a Masquerada. It's usually Sashed. I was expecting Sash going into this. So, yeah. Okay. Let's have the turn play out first. He switches, goes into his Rotom, fakes out, Sylveon's flinched, gets some chip in, and yeah, that's basically the turn. Speaking about this turn realistically, I think it was a good turn, but I do think that it could have been way better. Looking at it, if I clicked Snarl, it would have been pretty free. The best thing that he could have probably did was like Flower Trick into my Weavile, and even then, if he's expecting Sash, it's kind of pointless for him because he'd be down to his Sash. There's a Heat Wave, and he doesn't know my Arcanine set, so you know he'd probably be pressured for free by E-Speed, even though it's not necessarily a threat. The switch made sense. So if I wanted to really cover for that and cover for all the options here, I would have just clicked Snarl. The Snarl would have put the Sylveon at -1 immediately, and since I'm going to be faster than the Sylveon going into the next turn, I could have had both of these Pokemon at -2. Potentially allowing Weavile to live. I won't quote that. That's probably something we should calc. So let's bring up a damage calculator. What is thing called? Damage calculator. Let's pull this up. So Sylveon, let's just go with the Terrafire Throat Spray because this is max special attack. And I have a, let's just go with this 4 attacks focus Sash Weavile. Pretty close to what I have. I just run Taunt. Right? The Hyper Voice should KO at all times. But what is -2 Hyper Voice? See? Check this out. -2 Hyper Voice only does 63%. This is huge. And at -1. Okay, so at -1 it's a roll. What happens if it Specs? Okay, so at -1 we're still dying from that. Terra Blast is still hitting pretty hard. And -2, yeah, -2 we'd still get some value out of Weavile. Okay, so we're gonna go into this turn here. I go for the Snarl. I'm concerned about the Rotom. Like it's weird to think about this thing here because it's like, oh well, I don't want him to burn anything that I have on my side of the board, but realistically speaking, now that I've seen most of his team, there's not really much value in Weavile here, and Weavile in this board position is just kind of bad. Things have already swapped, but I can't afford a switch because I have Dozagiri in the back. Checking chat. Yeah, you do have Bread Dog. Okay, so we do go for the Snarl. We did see that that was a guaranteed 1-hit KO if he Specs. He also hits me with the Hydro Pump, does a ridiculous amount of damage here, and he puts me on the back foot immediately. So yeah, honestly, best value of that turn was playing in more into Sylveon and going for the Snarl. Another calc that I probably want to do here is, let's go Masquerada. Let's just do Sash. What does your Flower Trick do? Ooh, that's a lot of damage. There's a ton of damage. That is some damage right there. I don't think even if we burn it would matter. Unless, does it matter if I burn this thing? I don't even know how to check for that. It's always crits. But yeah, Flower Trick, and if he's Life Orb, I assume that he KOs? Yeah, if he's Life Orb, he would 100% pick up the KO every time. Though, there's that. I think he outspeeds though. Oh, we do outspeed by a little bit? So that's why he switched. Because then if I Ice Spin it into that slot, it would have been a free KO. Okay. We've out Feints. Could have gotten more value out of my Mons here. Go for the Dozagiri here. Interesting thing to note is that I'm faster after I get this speed boost. As such, I go ahead. I wanted to just go Terra Steel and sub up. I didn't think he'd break the sub, and I wanted to see if he could. Like, we're already on the back foot. It's not time for us to like be playing as if though we can't make plays. Go for the sub. T-Bolts goes into the Tatsugiri slot, and he does Hyper Voice here. Hyper Voice does negligible amounts of damage here. I think he did basically the life or the amount that you'd expect from, what is this thing called? Yeah, it did about the amount that you'd expect from. Give me a second here to think. It would do about the amount that you'd expect from leftovers to recover. So I should have been more mindful of that going into my next play. That's something to note. Click Order up here. Does not KO the Rotom. That's fine. He's a berry. Get the attack boost. He T-Bolts. I don't think that breaks my sub. Yeah, that doesn't break my sub. And he clicks Hyper Voice here. This is something also to note. He's doing true damage to me here. And I should have been paying attention to that. If he's willing to click a sound move into me and like do negligible amounts of damage here, I should have been paying attention to that, honestly, and just knocked out the Rotom. Because then I would have preserved my substitute. Takes off the taunt. Order up into that slot's honestly the most optimal play. I don't know why I go for Earthquake here. For some reason I was scared of the Sylveon. In truth though, the Sylveon was not the threat. And he breaks my sub here. See, I could have went into that next engagement with a substitute up and basically blocked some damage on something. Switches in the Masquerada. Masquerada doesn't do much here. I go for the Order up. This was a dumb play. I should have still just KO'd the Rotom. He kind of still just goes for the Flower Trick. Yeah. Terra's up. I'm still in a good position, honestly. For the Protean. Whacks me with that. That doesn't do much damage. That was the crit that you'd expect from it. And I click Order up into this. Get the KO. Probably shouldn't have went for that first, honestly speaking. He T-Bolts. I live. And then the power. So, this is also the thing, right? I could have avoided all the variants that happened here if I just KO'd this Rotom. 100% all of that variance could have been avoided if I just KO'd that Rotom and let him get another Flower Trick into me. But now I'm paralyzed and I can't take both hits. Yeah, I'm kind of just like looking for what to click here. Wasn't really sure. He darts me. Dart puts me in range with the T-Bolt. Yeah, pretty much could have just wailed on his team if I did not do that. If I just got rid of the Rotom as early as possible. It was honestly the threat. Like, I could have taken all the chip in the world from the other stuff. And if that was Infiltrator, I would have also taken that chip damage from here. KOs me with 1 Dragon Dart. Probably Bandit now that I'm thinking about it. He was like kind of just Dragon Darting, but I don't know. Yeah, so that's that replay. Notes to take from that were definitely pay attention to like sound-based moves. I wasn't really focused at the time. I wasn't paying attention to the fact that he did true damage to me via that. Sound always does that versus subs. So I could have kept my substitute preserved and I could have continued to ignore the Sylveon's positioning if I had just how do I say it? If I had just continued to pressure like that. If he brought up Dragapult early and because his Dragapult was Infiltrator, I still would be in a good position and he'd have to use like a Ghost move to really well, he'd have to use like Phantom Force with Infiltrator to really do anything to me. I'm still +2 defense, so really I would have been in a great position either way, and I could have honestly just KO'd everything else on the team. That is that replay. Let's talk about this one here. This is our community team. This is the one game that I lost with our community team, right? This is versus Jax. Shrew, do you know anything about Jax? Jax is like a really good player, right? Not sure if Shrew is still here. Hopefully he is. But yeah, I think Jax is a really good player. Good, I mean, honestly, I don't think you see this Jesse James and Meowth thing commonly. In any event, this was me testing on my main account with the community team. This was the one loss of the day. I could have played this a lot better. Again, it was a matter of me not focusing and paying attention to what was happening in the turns. Common problem when you like, you know, we just finished building the team. Also, guys, let me know if you want light or dark mode. Okay. I do lead Tinkaton Balloon. He goes Goldengo plus Indeedee. Kinda already in a bad position. I go into Armarouge here. He goes Steel, he goes Helping Hand. That doesn't really work on that. I knock off here. Honestly speaking, I think the knockoff was fairly stupid. If I knocked off into the Goldengo slot, I think I did just knock off into this slot here expecting to follow me. But he outplayed that that standard play there. Because I could have just knocked off into this and I would have taken way less damage. Switches out. I did expect that switch. I go for the wide guard because he could have two-shot me there. I knock off the Charcoal. I should have known from the moment this was Charcoal that something was up with that Torkoal. He was putting me in weird positions though. Switch to Hydreigon. I'm expecting to take an Eruption here. He goes for the Earth Power. It was somewhat obvious in hindsight, but I was thinking that with that up, he'd probably go for a Heat Wave or something of that nature there. Now I'm on the back foot with the Balloon. Pretty hard to take both of these moves here. He is Terra Steel Goldengo. For some reason, it's not showing that anymore though, and that knocks me out. Like I can't take that hit there. Well, now that I don't have that, team kind of falls apart if you lose your Armarouge early. And you do have to play around like the Torkoal. It is not like a free matchup, but it's definitely something to consider. I think that really, if I played this over, what would I have done if I played this over? If I had played this over, I think I would have just I would have probably went for the Terrafire armor early, or I would have knocked off into that slot. I would have probably knocked off into that slot there for the Torkoal. And I should have doubled into that slot really. Even if he gets the Trick Room up, it wouldn't have been a problem. And I should have changed my knockoff target. I expected to follow me. I didn't want to hit whatever item he had there. I was expecting like Citrus or something, which it probably was. But I should have doubled. I should have hit the Goldengo. Should have definitely hit the Goldengo early and tried to like punish any crazy plays that he could have made early on. But I think he was trying to get as much chip damage as possible. Let's look back at these turns, actually. I think I'd let the Goldengo pretty much do what it wanted to do here. Yeah, I was kind of forced to. Because I led poorly. Now, honestly, no, you can't spore into that slot there. I could have spored the Indeedee, but I would have lost my Breloom early. Yeah. I think I did that expecting to follow me. He goes for the Make It Rain here. I should be faster, but I'm not. And I think I played against that knowledge there. I should have went for the Heat Wave and knockoff. Or I should have just predicted that, because that's a common Goldengo play. That's a very common Goldengo play that they would switch immediately. They would switch immediately, like that. They do one Make It Rain and then they switch immediately. I should have punished that, but I didn't. I'm respecting like follow me a lot, so I do go for the knockoff here. I knock off that. He sets up the Trick Room. I'm prepared for a fire type move. I was not prepared for like an earth power or anything like that. If I was playing around that knowledge there, I would have definitely nailed him differently. And for some reason it's not showing the Terra type here. Well, this is his Terra Steel Goldengo. Brings it down to the stash. He goes to Make It Rain. I fake out. Yeah. That was pretty much it. I think honestly I need to play a couple more games versus you know, good Torkoal, because like the bad ones that want to just like spam the fire type moves are really easy to beat, and these are the ones that you actually should be preparing for instead of like the shitty ones like Specs. But yeah, I should have figured that he would have the Specs on the Goldengo. It was A or B. It was A or B. And it's usually Specs Goldengo, so I should have been prepared for like a Torkoal that could have switched around and done more things. Yeah, I think if I'd played that differently, that would be the only thing that I would change. Did I Terra? I don't think I Terra'd. Let's see. Goes into Armarouge. Yeah, he's Terra Steel here. Whack the Indeedee. He goes for the Make It Rain. I could have Terra Fired. So this turn I could have Terra Fired to cover for that Make It Rain. It wasn't free. It was pretty much a free Make It Rain here. And it would also allow me to keep Tinkaton in and force him to think differently about how he'd play the rest of that turnout. Could have also turned off his Trick Room here. Oh, you just clicked it late. Get the air power off here. Again, could have Terra'd defensively. I have Flash Fire, so he couldn't hit me with that move there. So I could have Terra'd defensively instead of taking the super effective damage. And still went for like a Heat Wave to get a spread move off and punish his son. But I don't do that because I'm an idiot. He gets the Breloom and whatnot off. Crazy part is that I can't do anything because I'm still in the psychic terrain. Yeah, this is definitely a winnable game if I just Terra it early. Definitely winnable if I just Terra it early. I'm hopeful that I do get to play someone that has a core like this again. This is a really neat core, really strong. But yeah, definitely both turns it was me not Terraing, and there's not really much value I could get out of Tinkaton here. I was not going to be faster than either of these, and he just KO'd me with Heat Wave, so I didn't bother to try. Right? So that was the one game we lost. Was against like a notable player as far as I know. And let's go ahead and get into another one of the replays here. So these are wins. I'm supposed to talk to you guys about what this guy could have done differently, but unfortunately this is a quick replay. This is proof of concept versus Torkoal. He's clearly playing Trick Room, and I prepare myself for this as early as possible. I go for the fake out here into this slot here. Heat Wave. He's not in a bad position though. He still has a population bomb. So like, he forfeits for whatever reason, but here's the thing. He still has a population bomb that he could lock into like either of these slots, and I'd be in a bad position because I don't think I have the Annihilate in the back. He still has a Miascarada. I still have to play around that. Palafin, even though it's in the sun, I have to play around those. He had a bunch of things that he could have used. Goldengo's still pretty solid here. Even though these two pretty much handle Goldengo, he could have definitely gotten away with doing something cheeky with Goldengo there. Yeah, like Pop Bomb plus Make It Rain, like Steel Make It Rain, he could have definitely nailed me for huge amounts of damage there if he actually played that turn out. But yeah, bro just didn't want to play the turn anymore. The defensive Terra into all this stuff here, he just didn't want to do anything else. The Tinkaton could kind of just sit on the board and more or less do what he wanted from that point there. Okay, let's get into the other game here. It's Tinkaton Armarouge versus his Armarouge and Indeedee. This is a standard matchup. This is one of the ones that we prepared for. I go Terra Fire, he wide guards early, I wide guard, and I knock off. I whack his Life Orb off. He Trick Rooms. I was prepared for the Trick Room. I wide guard again just to protect for like a Heat Wave or anything like that. This is where the investment that we put together comes in. I could have probably KO'd the Armarouge, but I decided to not like do that. I'd get some chip on the Indeedee here. This is like proof of concept for bulky Hydreigon as well. Let's go back a turn. Did I go to last turn? But yeah, so being bulky, we kind of survived the Shadow Ball non-stab. He goes for Armor Cannon into this slot here, plus the Dazzling Gleam, and this is where bulky Hydreigon comes in handy. Because we look at this, we eat up this Dazzling Gleam. This is quad effective. This is quad effective. Knockoff KOs. He has to go for Kilowattrel. He's already set up his Trick Room. I protect. I do hit him for some damage here. Little concerning of a situation. I bring back out the Armarouge. I do survive the Dazzling Gleam. That's pretty much the main reason why I switched. Unfortunately, he gets the boost here. Terrasilize the Fighting, which is going to be crucial. He gets on Hammer, KOs that. He Drain Punches, he gets back to full, more or less. And he can't hit me for both. That's the one thing about that mon. Again, he has to pick here. So I go ahead and I Mach Punch to KO the Annihilate. Sets up Tailwind, he gets Wind Power up. I'm not too concerned about it. For some reason though, even though, like, he's a Kilowattrel, I don't know how the heck I outspeeded that, and the only thing up here is Tailwind. Like, that's just weird. There's absolutely no reason for me to have outsped him there. Any event. Let's talk about what he could have done to win. Or if he could have won. So let's play out the turn. I think really we won from team preview. He was already in a bad position from the moment, from the jump. It's pretty tough to play this out. But I do think that if he brought like a steel type Dashbun, he could have put me in a worse position. Like if he let Indeedee plus Dashbun, he would have been in a way better position than what he was here. He could redirect, he could set up his Iron Defense. If he has his own Iron Defense, he could have done, you know, way more stuff and forced me to you know, target the Dashbun while he's getting chipped down with the Indeedee. I think we both wasted our turn here going for the wide guard. I actually do attack. I'm not trying to play defensively. And he goes for the Trick Room here. The Trick Room, I don't think it was that impactful. I would have probably went for like a Psychic or something to that effect onto the Tinkaton, but given the typing, it's tough to like make that call really. So maybe that was optimal for him. Don't know exactly why I whacked that. He also does not like. What did he do here? Oh, he helping hand for that, and it didn't KO. Yeah, so he armor cannons into this slot here. Yeah, he can't really touch me for much damage here. In case he was expecting me to go for like wide guard, I think I would have called the bluff and went for the E-Force. I would have went E-Force plus that, but at the end of the day, I switched to Hydrogen here, so there's not really much he could do. I think this is still optimal. It's just he's playing from behind at this point here. And indeed he doesn't do much damage. Like, if you're not EVing it for that sort of thing, it just doesn't do enough damage for you to be concerned about it. Not sure what the Killer Watcher was supposed to do here. I do protect. I do knock off. Get rid of the leftovers on that. That's actually still huge. I try to switch here. He goes for bulk up. So arguably I probably should have switched Hydrogen a turn early. Though I probably would have been chipped out by a Dazzling Gleam. Did he need that bulk up? I think that bulk up was a little greedy. I think he should have tried to like attack into a slot. He would have been fine if he did do something like that. Because now he's like playing from behind. Sure, he has a defense boost, but there's not really any Pokemon on my side of the board that care about it. So he does that. He tailwinds. The wind power is set up. I haven't attacked yet. Heat Wave goes off, and then I Mach Punch. Okay, yeah, honestly, he was kind of pinned. That was more of a match that he lost from Team Preview. I think he should have just played the Dodge Spun out. Standard team. You guys seen this team before. Run a lead. I expect him to go for Shadow Ball into Beam. I didn't expect him to. I thought it was Tailwind plus Shadow Ball. So I knock off the specs here. I think that playline's always best. I don't know why he Terra Steals. Oh, that's kind of stupid. Knock off the Murkrow. So let's pause here. This Murkrow is useless. There's absolutely no reason to ever target this Murkrow again. The next thing that hits it pretty much KOs it. Leave it on the board and punish the opponent for trying to expect you to switch out for free. Garchomp comes in. I'm slower than both of the things here. He's trying to stall out my Trick Room. That's why he double protects. I go for Wide Guard because I don't really think I could double into the Garchomp and KO it. He does protect. I didn't want the Garchomp dead, so I double into it this turn. And now he's trying to foul play my Tinkaton down. So yeah, he protects here. He successfully stalls out the Trick Room. Okay, so I'm going to go for Wide Guard. Because I just wanted to bait him. Because I knew he was going to protect. I knew he was going to protect and I could probably get a KO on the Murkrow. Go ahead and hit the Play Rough here. Rough Skin. Go one more time with the Wide Guard. Just so he couldn't get the Tinkaton out the way. Gets the KO. This is not that, but we can go over this match if you guys want. So this is the rental team that I had set up. It's not like complete per se, but yeah, this is the one that I have pulled up here. Well, this is the one that I was working on. This was like an earlier version of the team before I realized that these two would have technically been illegal. I'll still release a budget team video, but it's gonna take a bit more time. He leads Corviknight Garchomp. I lead Weavile plus Hydreigon. He switches out. I fake out into this slot here, and I Tailwind because it was pretty much free. The best we could do is trade Tailwinds, and I'd still be winning. I go for a Dark Pulse here. I'm not scared of the Arcanine. He Flare Blitzes my Tatsugiri. I switched out expecting the Flare Blitz. Arboliva comes out. Gets the Seed Soar up. My Muddy Water. No accuracy drops. Now he trades his Tailwind. Messed up position to be in because he's staggering his Tailwind. I go into Dondozo. I probably shouldn't have made this switch, really. Yeah, you can't drop the stats, bro. Protects. was for Helping Hand. I don't know why he was faster here, but he was. Like, I have no clue why he was faster, but he was. Goes into Curve, Giga Drains. Probably could have played the Dozo better. I don't think I needed to switch here. I could have probably beat the Arvaliva down, really. Make the switch. I think I was baiting the Arcanine switch in, and I went for the Muddy Water there. One more Tailwind. He can't get his Tailwind up anymore. Misses the Leech Seed. This is the game state that he wants to set up for himself, but unfortunately I believe it's just not the greatest Pokemon for it. I can go Steel and completely wall the Garchomp here. He gets it this time, but the Arboliva has to take all the damage in the world here. And I have switch outs. This is also why I saved, because I can just do this. Yeah, that was a bad play. Now I can fake out and switch. And it's pretty much GG because I have Icy Wind plus Ice Spinner here. Yeah, that was that game. I do have more replays if anybody wants to see them. I think we started a little bit early, but I'm not sure if anyone wants to see any more replays that we have. If not, I'll see if I can get those other games up and possibly maybe see if I can set up my capture card, hatch some eggs, and then when those are up we can probably do something else. It's your call, stream. It's your call. Oh, we're offline. Incredible. Let's actually try to get those up. I can always pull up more replays. Let's see here. Well, let's try to get those other replays up. Shouldn't take that long. Like, it really shouldn't take that long. Pretty small replays, and they're at 720p. Unfortunately, though, those are wins. I know it's probably weird hearing somebody say unfortunately, but yeah, like, we can look at them and see if there's any way that I could have lost those games, which I do think that one of them came down to like a nail biter off a sleep roll. No, it's not made for kids. Red Magus, are you here by chance? Rich, let me know if you're here. Let me just ping him. Actually, I think I'm gonna take a quick break, get some water, and let those videos upload, and then we can definitely come back to it and see what's going on with them. I'll be right back, guys. Back in my room. Looks like this video is up. Did they upload 2 of them? Or was it just 1? I'm confused. I'm confused. Let's just pull these up on the correct windows. Okay. And I'm also going to check to see if the other game is up here too. So they both got uploaded, that'd be neat. Looks like the second one's uploading, or uploaded already. The second one was a bit of a nail biter. I probably could have lost that game. Why is the capture quality so bad? Just trying to get this pulled up into the right window, guys. Sorry about that. Oh, don't do that to me. Okay, so we do have both games here. Take a look at this one here. So we have Klefki King Gambit, and for some reason we are going to 140p or 360p. We don't need this. We don't need this, guys. We don't need this. Okay. So Klefki King Gambit. Both steel types. I'd say just punish it, and I don't want the Klefki doing anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and fake out the Klefki. Okay, these are replays in like a real time, so I should probably up the speed on this, huh? Let's go 1.5. Immediate Terra. Cool that we forced a defensive Terra here. Fake him out. Heat Wave. Unfortunately, the Klefki doesn't die. Goes for the Iron Head. My Weavile goes down. I wasn't too concerned about it. King Gambit loses some HP. And I go into a Mungus here. Pretty solid position, honestly. I Will-O-Wisp the King Gambit. And I thought about Rage Powdering just in case, but I go for the Spore instead. I figured, hey, well, if I put both these things here in that kind of a position, he can't do anything. He goes for a Shadow Claw, which is kind of makes it good that I actually burned him. And I Spore the Klefki here. Pretty much a free turn. He can't KO anything on my side of the board. And his King Gambit's on the timer. I also have not committed a Terra. Thinking a bit. I do go for the Heat Wave. And I'll Giga Drain the King Gambit. I don't expect him to die. I was kind of just trying to think if I would even get that off. Go for Heat Wave. Klefki dies. Goes for another Shadow Claw. I think he crits this time, so it doesn't do that much damage. Procs the berry. And we've taken out his Terra Pokemon. Goes for Gastro, and he has an Armor Rouge as well in the back here. I go for Snarl, and I go for Giga Drain. So my thought process is, alright, at -1 I should be able to take whatever the Armor Rouge does unless he goes for his signature attack. He goes for Psychic, take it fairly well. And I know that I'm faster than the Gastrodon, so I just go ahead and Giga Drain back up. He's not Rindo. If he was Rindo, I'd be in a weird position though. And I think he just goes ahead and cancels the battle after that. And from here, it's pretty much just Snarl plus whatever I want to do to him. Okay, for some reason this is running. Check out game 2 or 3 or whatever it was. These unfortunately were the only ones that I got to record at the time. Playback speed normal. That's not good. Playing against purpose here. Oh, we got a Kilowattrel mirror. And I am faster than Meow. I think he knew this, so he protected. But I took that into advantage. And I only wanted to deny his tailwind. Just stagger it a little bit. Put him in a worse position so that he can't get it since it's a natural tailwind. I'm also not concerned about Kilowattrel personally. It doesn't do anything that I would consider, you know, threatening. He goes to Terra Steel Kilowattrel. I don't get this, but it's a thing. He protects. I fake out. And I get my tailwind up. From here, I just go ahead and lock into the Scarlet slot because it's pretty much free. Oh, video buffering, really? Really? Pretty sure this video is uploaded all the way. That's weird. Stream health is pretty good too. Okay, it looks like it's working now. Yeah, so he goes for protect on his Kilowattrel here. I lock the Ice Spinner immediately into his into the other slot. You know, he just protected. It's pretty much free. He has to double protect to get any value out of his Pokemon. And the T-Bolt to KO the Sash. You know, weird that we're buffering here. Yeah, so the T-Bolt to KO the Sash. He goes into Goldengo here. Unfortunately, I didn't have Ear Slash. If I had Ear Slash, I could have Ear Slashed that slot there and KO'd the Meowscarada that way. Thus allowing me to preserve my my T-Bolt. But yeah, I did have to burn it that turn because, as you can see, I'm running Eerie Impulse here. It works. I might swap it out for Air Slash though. I think Air Slash is more optimal. And that does force me to commit to the Terra. Ironically enough, he also has not Tailwind, so off that's a thing. I don't know why he's playing the Kilowattrel that he's playing. Like, personally, I can't understand it. As you'll see later in the match, he's actually competitive. So I go ahead and... oh wow, we're getting some chug in here. I think this video is still rendering. It's kind of fine. Okay, we just gotta wait for this to buffer a little bit more. I don't trust that amount of buffer. I'll let it buffer some more. Like, I seriously do not trust that amount of buffer. Okay, there we go. Should be fine. I do tear my Weavile here. I did need to secure the KO and neutralize the Goldengo. T-Bolt does a fair amount, but this is pretty much nailing the coffin. Kilowattrel uses Thunder here. He's hello. So weird position to be in. I could have KO'd his Kilowattrel. Well, I'll wait for the next Pokemon to come out. And his last Pokemon's Amoonguss. Amoonguss does not have enough power to 1v whatever the Pokemon that I have on my side are. If I really wanted to wrap this game up, as you can see, it drags the hell out here because I kind of just played like an idiot and I didn't want to take spores early or anything like that. Yeah, so I probably should have just whacked the Kilowattrel with my Night Slash at this point. Like, really, I let him do way too much with that Kilowattrel later on in the game. And I'm not sure why this video is even buffering. Let's close a few things here, though I don't think that'll help. So yeah, I Ice Spinner the Amoonguss. I thought it was the most threatening thing on the board, but I could have just doubled into his like, now that I'm really thinking about it, I could have just doubled into the Kilowattrel and it would have been fine. I kind of was just checking to see how much damage this would do. I thought it would have been a one shot, but I leave this alone. I'm not even bothered with the Kilowattrel really, because I'm like in such a good position. Even though the things in the back don't want to deal with it, I probably should have just KO'd it in hindsight. Took one spore, and you know, pretty much just like he would have been dead in the water at that point there. Eerie Impulse here. He's competitive. I don't understand why he'd be competitive, because like he doesn't get any like value off competitive Kilowattrel here. Like, I don't have anything with Intimidate on my team. Just let this buffer out a little bit. I don't even get why the video is like caked up like that. Looks like it's a little bit better now. But yeah, so he pretty much negated the boost. KO's my Kilowattrel. I could have denied him all offensive pressure here if I had just done that. And he spores into my Weavile slot. I figure, oh well, it's not that bad. This is okay. Tailwind's done. I'll just go ahead and bring in my Tatsugiri here, and Tatsugiri should be able to KO the fucking Kilowattrel, because that's all I need. That's all I need out of the way here. But I also wanted to burn Sleep Turn, so I keep Weavile in. I don't get why this video is buffering like this. Do not get why this video is buffering like that. This looks like so much and it's not. Well, yeah, he gets the Spore off. I figured the Muddy Water would KO at this range here. I know he's not going to KO me because I'm bulky Tatsugiri. Surprised he hit that Thunder though, honestly speaking. Go for the Muddy Water. Unfortunately, these Kilowattrel avoids. Amoonguss gets to live. Again, I could have probably just Night Slashed into the Kilowattrel slot, and he would have had to have done like the work of Jesus to really get past anything at that point there. I probably would have slammed my Kilowattrel as well, but yeah, he'd have to play versus like Dozagiri, and he'd have to take order ups and a whole bunch of other stuff to like really have won there. Goes for the Giga Drain. I keep my my Weavile in still. I don't see any reason to switch it out. You know, if he KOs me, he KOs me. That was kind of my mindset. And for some reason, this thing is just not loading. Why is that the case? Okay, so yeah, I just go for the Wave Crash. I thought about just doing that there, but then I wouldn't be fast enough. So I figured, hey, well, let's just go for. Let's just go for Wave Crash, get rid of the Kilowattrel. The man's getting really lucky with Thunder though, for a guy that's using a Life Orb on Kilowattrel. There was a lot of variance in this match. He got a long set of sleep turns here and a whole bunch of other stuff. He didn't want to bet on Thunder though. Gets the roll here, and there's more buffering. Go for the Wave Crash. I figured at this point we've stalled out enough of the sleep turn, so I could just go for the Wave Crash into the Kilowattrel. What happens is what happens. I really figured the next turn I'd wake up, so as long as he doesn't KO my Weavile, I'm in a good position. I do not understand why this is buffering like this. All the other stuff is closed. Closed. Let's go let this run out a little bit. Yeah, Dondozo takes the recoil. He Giga Drains, KOs my Dondozo because he thinks that's the most threatening thing on the board. And pretty much it comes down to this sleep turn here. I was confident that I'd wake up this turn just based on how many turns I've been around and I'm not switching. Granted, that's not how the mechanic works. I just figured, hey, it'd be a three turn sleep, so yeah, pretty much just went for the Ice Spinner here. Wakes up and we win the match. Honestly though, I should have KO'd the Kilowattrel. I should have KO'd it ages ago and forced him to take the 3v1. Well, the 4v1 actually. And just deal copious amounts of chip to him. He would have had to fight Dozagiri in the back and take an order up anyway. But yeah, I think that's about all I have to share this stream. Got some other things that I want to get done today. Tomorrow we're going to look at Wolfclick versus Cybertron Zhang. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm signing out. Peace.